So there's 18,000 head of cattle that's gone. Did the math. That's 7,920,000 pounds of usable beef. A little bit over. It's like 60-40 ground beef to 40% undercut. So maybe it's 55-45. Anyhow, uh, 18,000. The largest decimation of cattle up until this point was 400. 400 cattle one time. This was 18,000 cattle on a dairy farm. This is unprecedented. This is mind-boggling. That's 8 million pounds of beef gone off the market just like that. Now, what do you think is going on? Now, I would suppose that more than likely this has been done in a controlled type of way. Now, I'm not saying it wasn't an accident or anything like that, but these cattle are usually insured, right? There are usually ways to compensate the farmers when there's huge losses like this. That's almost 8 million pounds of beef gone again. This is very unprecedented. It would cripple the cattle industry if this happened, say, five, six more times. We probably wouldn't have beef on the shelves. Now, this is speculation on my part. I'm not seriously educated in the cattle industry, but looking at what happened with the chickens in the past, and eggs went up to $6 for two or three, you know what I mean? And then, it's only a matter of supply and demand. The cost of cattle is going to skyrocket, so that's going to, therefore, skyrocket our beef prices. I would suppose that nothing's going to be done about this. It's basically looks like it's being swept under the rug. And I noticed something that was very interesting to me. There was a person in the fire that had been uh, burnt and taken to the hospital. The uh, article said that the person was in critical but stable condition. So now, which is that? You're either in critical or you're in stable condition, right? That's usually how it goes. There's steps in hospital settings. You know, fair, good, poor, critical, stable, dead. Anyhow, that just didn't make sense to me why they would even put that in there to try and confuse my monkey brain. Like, hold on, the guy's in critical but stable condition. Which just how is that possible to be in critical yet stable? If something is critical, by definition, in a health setting, that is not a stability of the body. I mean, all these medias and everything, it seems like they're just. I would ask you, do you think that it seems like they're just out here trying to fearmonger the whole entire United States into thinking or believing or feeling that they're going to instill fear, propaganda in some ways? That's my question. Is this part of a propaganda, part of something else, or is it just a tactic to get more money out of the rest of the cattle? So instead of, having to process those 18,000 cattle, they're going to make the same amount of money, of course, on less cattle. Now, there's a lot of variables that plays into this. I found one thing interesting though. It jumped from 400 to 18,000 one time. 418,000. That's a magnitude of like 20-fold, or yeah, in that range. It's just mind-boggling. So let me know what you think if you want. Peace.